So, you see the header, you know why you're here. But before we do anything like that, you want to know how to piss a bunch of YouTubers off all at once? GoPro, stop recording. Oh my God. Woo, welcome in, guys. Welcome to this episode of Rolling with T-Bone, as we're rolling out on Jazz, the beautiful 2000 Road King. If you're new here, welcome in. My name's T-Bone. I shoot motorcycle related content and any kind of content really. If you are new here, I invite you to go check out some of my other videos and see if I'm right for you. And if I am, maybe consider giving us a subscribe, like, share, comments, all that good stuff. All the cool stuff that the gods of the YouTube algorithm enjoy. If you're old here, welcome back. You know what's going on. So, we're going to cut to the quick, kids. We're going to cut to the quick. Do I have an ego about YouTube? Let's dive into that in just a second, shall we? Well, to answer that question, guys, you have to see what the cops are doing. Sitting in the middle of the road with his blue lights on. He waved me on through, so nothing to see here, officer. So to say, or to ask the question, do you have an ego about YouTube? You kind of have to dissect that question. Now, to dissect that question, I would have to ask, is my YouTube channel good enough for me to have an ego about? Meaning, is my content just drop dead, great content, everyone is a winner, millions of views, millions of followers? So to look at it in that context, absolutely not. You know, I know, and that's why I say at the beginning of every video you're going to watch of mine, if this is your first video you clicked on and you heard me say, I invite you to go check out some of my other videos and make sure that I'm right for you. Because I am not under any kind of grand delusions that I'm right for everybody. There are folks in this business who, like any other business, aren't going to like me. I don't want to say I'm abrasive all the time, but I'm kind of standoffish. I know it doesn't seem that way sometimes on video, but I'm kind of standoffish around people. And YouTube has actually helped me with that. Because in meeting last week's, if y'all haven't watched, go back and check. I did a short video where I had met up with the Blue Bike at Doyle and his wife, her three wheels. Great people, just great southern folks. You know, YouTube has kind of helped me with that. I've met those folks. I met Flippin' the Blue Mule. I met the Georgia Hillbilly. And I hope to meet other people as we go along this journey. But I don't, you know, I don't have an ego about this because I don't see there is a reason to have an ego about it. We're all just doing our thing. We're all out here riding our motorcycles, which is the one common thread that links all of us together. We're all riding our motorcycles. We all love to ride. And we share our opinions through the camera. Some of us don't even talk. Egghead Rocks did a video last week. It was just him riding his Honda Shadow. He had some killer music playing. And I was just watching him ride. And I commented, I said, dude, this is just a nice, relaxing video. I thoroughly enjoyed the music. I enjoyed the ride along. I enjoyed everything about it. It was just killer, relaxing video. And it's the same thing with the Recycled Hooligan. When I watch the Hooligan's vlogs, you know, he's talking to us, telling us about his area, just a nice, relaxing ride. That's kind of what I look for in some of my videos, but not all of them. Then there's other times, like when I get on Road King Andrew's channel, that I have to make sure my heart's not jumping out of my chest, and I have to accept that as long as the video's still going on, Andrew's all right, because that dude has done some stuff that's made my heart stop before nearly. But you know, you get amped up watching them, and I like to get amped up sometimes, and then sometimes I just like to relax. So no, I don't have an ego about it, because I think we all are doing something totally different. I think we are all offering our unique perspective of the world on two wheels. Flipping the Blue Mule does a different perspective than me. I do a different perspective than Moto Bomb Virginia. Moto Bomb Virginia does a different perspective than, say, Ray Gregory rides. Flipping the, you know, Blue Bike and Doyle, and you know, everybody does something different. And I am a big fan of the Blue Bike and Doyle sticking around in the shed where he's making stuff. That dude is really crafty, and I got to see some of his workmanship up close. If you go through the Blue Bike and Doyle's older videos, you'll see where he built floorboards and bumpers and stuff for her three wheels, a Spider. And I enjoy that stuff, because dude has got an imagination. I mean, he just built a rose thing for his rose bush out by his house. I enjoy all that stuff too. Then I like to see him scraping pegs when he's riding down the road on his road glide. So we all offer a different perspective. So in offering a different perspective, how can you have an ego about what you're doing? If that makes sense. If you're offering one type of thing, and you know, you're having a monicum of success with it, then hey, that's great. Because all this kind of stems back to Road King Andrew had commented on one of my videos, and he says, "Sheesh, man, I'm about to catch up to you in subs." And I'm like, that's cool. You're shooting great content. I'm a big fan of Road King Andrew. I'm a big fan. If I was not a fan of your channel, I would not subscribe to it, and I would not watch your videos. But I don't have no ego about it. If everybody that I'm subscribed to outgrows me, then that means that they're putting out better content than me. Or it may mean that they're reaching a different group of people than I am. So, you know, I can't have an ego about it, because it doesn't really matter to me. If I don't get 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 subscribers, I'm cool with that. I really am, because I had a guy message me here just a little while back. He got monetized on YouTube. He got all the views he needed. He got everything he needed. He got monetized, and he messaged me on Facebook Messenger, and he said, "This is the worst thing that has ever happened to me, was getting monetized by YouTube." He said, "I am so restricted now in really what I do, because YouTube, at this one false word in a monetized video, and you're demonetized. So which means your people who have subscribed to you, or who are a member of your Patreon, are not going to get to see that content." And he was like, "Man, I wish I would have never gotten monetized." So it's a choice to be monetized with YouTube. So, you know, I'm kind of like, I'm kind of the mind that, yeah, I'm not worried about getting monetized. I'm not worried about all the subscribers in the world. As long as you guys who support me every week, and I know who you are, you watch my videos, and I'm, you know, maybe I bring up a subject, because Hooligan said it in one of in the live stream that Moto Bomb Virginia did that I missed completely. He said T-Bone has to have a subject when he takes out. You know, yes, I do. Most of the time I do have subjects to talk about, but a lot of times I'm not, because Doyle asked me, he said, "Are you a destination rider?" And no, I don't pick a specific destination to ride to. I just jump on my bike and go. Unless I'm taking a long, we're going on an all-day trip, then I'm very much a destination rider. But for the most part, I stick to the back roads, because I love riding on the back roads. And yeah, I'll jump on the 4-lane or get on the interstate if I have to, but I mean, I have more fun right out here on these old backcountry two-lane roads. You know, I love it. But, you know, we all offer something different, and that's what I love about the diversity of YouTube. Is we're all offering, even though we all fit in the category of motovloggers, we are all offering something different, and that's what I really love about it. You know, Rainy Rider did a video here just a little while back where he went to the Harley dealership. He was still healing up, so this video goes back a little ways, but he walked around and he looked at the 2024 models and different stuff, and that was cool. I didn't need to go watch anybody else's 2024 CBO stuff because Randy showed it in his video, and I enjoyed that video. You know, everybody offering something different, I think that is the fingerprint that will continue to make motovlogging unique. And yes, I very much do think motovlogging is unique. Not everyone can put a camera on a helmet, jump on a motorcycle, and talk to you about it. They just, because I've actually heard guys say when they've been in chats before, man, I've tried to motovlog, I lose my train of thought. And you do, especially when you're wrapped up in your ride. Fortunately, I've got a big mouth. I can get wrapped up in the ride and still run my mouth just fine. My dad said years ago when I was a kid, he said, by the way I sign things with my signature, he said, I should have been a doctor. And the way I would argue with people when I was younger, he said, you should have been a lawyer. So I turned out an outlaw, so I don't know. I just like father, like son, I guess. But, you know, I really don't have no ego about this thing, guys. If all of you watching this right now in my premiere chat blow up tomorrow to 10,000 subs, I'm going to be the first one on the line cheering for you, because you've earned it. You deserve it. And that's kind of the thing that I get to with these moto vlogs, is that when you're a moto vlogger, if you've got people watching you, then you're doing something right. You're earning those views. You're earning the subscriptions. You're earning, look, I'm stopping at the stop sign, so don't say you blew the stop sign, which I should have, because there ain't nothing coming, but I stopped. Oh my God. If I don't amuse anybody else, I amuse myself all the time. But you've got to take pride in the fact that you're getting those views. And you know, if you blow up, great, you need your flowers. That means you're doing good, and you should get the proper recognition for that. You know, I'm not trying to blow up. I'm not trying to be a big, you know, I've heard people say that YouTube is what they want to do. They want to be able to quit their job. I don't. I love my job. I want to be able to keep my job and do this too. But there's a channel. Now here we go. I'm about to get to some of the meat and potatoes. I hope you're done with your wine and your salad. We're getting to the meat and potatoes of this situation. Now there is a channel, and I am not going to put the channel on blast, because I would absolutely never do that. How can I do it without... Okay, basically she shoots motorcycle content. She's not a vlogger. You will never see her riding down the road with a camera on her helmet talking to you. And do y'all wave at every kind of motorcycle there is? I do. I wave at everybody. But she shoots motorcycle content and a lot of motorcycle related content, but oh gosh, she has a ego. Wow. Man, she will invite other girls, women, not girls, women, onto her platform. But if the camera, and she has her own cameraman, but if the cameraman spends too much time with that camera on the other girl, she will flat-footed walk in front of the camera, look at him, and make sure that the camera's right back on her where it needs to be. And I'm like, wow, man, you've opened your... You know, and I think that is such a... Man, it's just such a rude thing to do. You've invited this lady to be on your channel. You've invited her to take part in your experiment, your journey, what you're doing. And man, give her some flowers. You invited her on your channel, give her some flowers. You know, and I've about quit watching this girl's videos. I really have, because I can only handle so much of that ego stuff, and hers has just completely gotten out of whack. But you know, and I'm going to say this, and I said that, now I'm going to plug a channel. I'm going to plug a girl's channel. Hooligan, don't come after me. But I kind of was where Hooligan was when I first saw Angel Whitehorse's videos. Hear me out, Hooligan. Don't start throwing stuff at the screen. She came across as an attention seeker looking for views. But I actually, one day, there wasn't nobody had no premieres, nobody had no content out. She popped up on my home screen one more time. So I went into her channel and I started watching all of her videos, and then it got to the meats and potatoes of her channel, Hooligan, and this is what I'm going to talk about. She tried to take herself out. She ended up jumping off of a building and hurt herself real bad, broke herself up. She was in a body cast trying to heal. So she came out of that. She started using YouTube as a coping mechanism, and she shared a little bit of her story in a couple different her videos, and I started seeing who she was, and I was like, okay, I kind of dig Angel Whitehorse. She's a survivor, she's a winner. So Hooligan, I know you might have to go back and give her a second look, but see past, because what she is trying to do, and this is the only way I know to explain it, she's learning how to become comfortable with herself. And she actually seems like a legit down-to-earth person, and she's just out there living every day, minute to minute, day to day, and she's trying to live her best life and enjoy her life. Meaning that her accident she had opened her eyes to a new perspective. So I have to, you know, I have to take my hat off to that. So I give her a subscribe. She did a live, and she actually talked to me in the comments during the live, answering questions. Really a down-to-earth person. I know, Hooligan, I know. Y'all don't know it, but I can see Hooligan right now looking at the screen going, yeah, but sometimes the first impression isn't the right impression, if that makes sense. Yeehaw. So now, you know, I got no ego about this thing. I shout people out on my channel all the time, and I'll put their @ link on there so people can click on to their channel and watch some of their videos and subscribe if they like what they see. I got no ego about it. I think we all grow together and we all help each other, and you know, get feedback when you're getting. And that's another thing about YouTube, is if you can get constructive feedback, that helps you. Hey, I don't like this, or that camera position. Blue Back and Doyle, perfect example. He said, I like your videos, but when I'm wearing my open face and it's just showing it's not showing anything to do with the motorcycle, he don't like that view, and neither do I actually. So that's why I try to turn the camera down and make sure I at least get this part of my motorcycle in those shots, because that kind of is the whole point of riding on the motorcycle motovlogging. But you know, he didn't say, well, the best thing you could do. He said, no, I like your video. That's constructive feedback. That helps me to know what everybody wants to see. Now, you know, if you take the ego out of it, then you accept that constructive criticism. You accept that advice. You don't have to take it, but you also don't have to jump down somebody's throat because of it, if that makes sense. You don't have to get all defensive just because somebody gave you some kind of constructive criticism about what you're doing or doing wrong, or what not even you're doing wrong, just something that they would like to see on your channel. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And you know, because you guys have heard me in my last few videos say Slickhead Custom Cycles. Y'all go check Slick out. Give Slick some love. Tell him T-Bone sent you. It won't get you nothing, but at least he can't stop you from subscribing to his channel. But Slick likes my longer videos. He likes longer videos, you know, and I don't mind shooting a 34 or 35 minute long video, but if I shoot, he puts out damn movies. I ain't gonna lie, you go watch his last video. It was a great video. Him and Hippie's Chopper Corner, man, they had a little get together up in Maggie Valley, hung out, and I've been invited to that. Slick, I'll just have to see how it plays out, brother. I just have to see how it plays out. There's a lot of scheduling in my life that I have to see how it plays out. But I'm not saying I won't do it. I'm just saying I gotta see how it plays out. But it's hard for me to do 45-minute, hour-long videos because of, first, memory. I have to be able to edit all this stuff out and save enough memory to convert it into a video and still put it at a high enough resolution so people can watch it. And that's not anybody's problem but mine. But you know, I like to do the longer videos because it gives us more time to chat in the premiere chats, and the longer videos do seem to have better views. So, you know, used to, I would shut a video off at about 15, maybe 20 minutes, and I always thought in my mind, if I go 22 minutes, I probably went too long. But now with the and this GoPro here has really expanded that world for me. The 8, if I try to go real long recording videos with my 7 or my 8, they start getting choppy, if that makes sense. They start freezing and locking up, and it ain't the GoPro, it's the video. But yeah, I try to do a little bit long, you know, 30 minutes, 35 minutes, that's good enough. That's about all I've got. I'm not entertaining enough to hold anybody 45 minutes to an hour, unless I had some kind of fool like Slickhead Customs on my channel. You know, acting a fool. But yeah, God, man, good day. You know what, the weatherman lied today. He said, oh, it's going to rain, 70% chance of rain all day. There's clouds, I'm not gonna lie, it's cloudy out here, but so far the sun's right over the top of me. I'm enjoying it a lot. I didn't get to ride yesterday. Alright, guys, but yeah, man, egos, snakes in the middle of the road. I didn't hit it. I didn't have to, it already hit. But yeah, man, do you got an ego about your YouTube channel? Does it just bother you sharing your flowers on your YouTube channel? I mean, I'm not saying you're a bad person if it does. You know, technically your YouTube channel should be about you. I mean, that's in the name, YouTube. But I don't really mind sharing a little bit of the, you know, sharing love. I don't care, I'll shout you out. I ain't gonna do it every video, but you know, I just think we've got this great platform in front of us, and we all have the opportunity to show who we are and to identify with people and to let people know who we are. So I think we do good to ourselves to share that with people. You know, like I said, we all do something different. And I think that's what makes it all unique, is we all do something different. But I tell you what, guys, that's kind of what I had on my mind today. That's, you know, I don't have an ego about it. If you outgrow me, you earned it. If I quit growing, that's because I'm screwing up somehow. It's all on me at the end of the day. But I tell you what, guys, I think this right here is where I'm going to lay the video down. I'm going to drop it right here. So y'all remember to like, comment, share, subscribe if you go check some of my other videos out. Do all those cute things. Hit the little notification bell. And until the next time, guys, y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And hey, thanks for watching. Now I'm going to ride a little more.